Welcome back to the Dethroning Your Inner Critic YouTube channel. I am licensed psychotherapist Joanna Kleinman, and I would like to talk to you today about using your mind to create your life. I want you to understand how to effectively use your mind. So we have this automatic mind. That's the mind I call our inner critic. And our inner critic is very attached to a very conditioned point of view. We could even say that your automatic mind is addicted to its point of view. Okay. Now, addiction is something that we are using either to seek out pleasure or avoid pain. So our inner critic mind is actually a filter through which we see everything. Okay. In other words, if an inner critic were an actual person, that person is always trying to manipulate the circumstances of your environment to match what she believes. Okay. Instead of actually seeing the facts of a situation, your inner critic mind will attach and assign automatic meaning that you're not even aware of. Okay. So your inner critic's goal is to actually keep her point of view alive. And this point of view was created when you were a small child. Okay. So in other words, you are always automatically looking for evidence out there in the world to prove your automatic beliefs to be right. Okay. So I think that it is so important that we wake up to realizing that we have been living our life on autopilot. Okay. If we continue to believe the same story that we invented in our past, and we continue to believe that that's not a story, but in fact, these are facts. Okay. These automatic beliefs will continue to determine the direction of our life. So it's really important that we know how to access our inner wisdom. Okay. That is the wisdom of what I call our authentic self. And if we don't know how to get quiet and tap into that inner wisdom, then we are just on autopilot, swallowed by our inner critic who is governing every thought that we have. Okay. And our inner critic mind is attached to beliefs that once the outside world is the way it's supposed to be, that's when we will finally feel good. That's when we will finally be at peace. That's when the life that we really want to be living will begin, right? So even if we get to a place where we've reached our goals, our health is good, our relationship is great, our business is the way we want it to be, we have the money or the things we want, we have respect or adoration from the people in our life we've been craving. Before long, something will crumble somewhere, because that's how life goes. Something is going to happen. Could be in your health, could be with your finances, could be a relationship, could be something with your career or your business, but life is always changing and evolving. There's no constant. So as one chapter closes, another chapter begins. Okay. It's kind of like the weather. If you watch the clouds, they're always moving and shifting into new forms. Okay. So the point is, your automatic mind is always creating a story. Okay. What if I can't get my life to be the way I think it's supposed to be? Okay. And so you're trying to find your value and your worthiness, maybe in other people's opinions of you or your life, or whether you are valued, or whether you feel like you're important, or whether you think that you're good enough, or whether you have the right job, or the right body, or the right kids, or the right partner. Now, I created an inner critic assessment. If you want to go take the inner critic assessment, go to innercriticassessment.com. You'll understand which of what I've narrowed down after years and years of research are 5 inner critics that are driving these automatic thoughts, okay? This assessment will show you where those thoughts first began, how they are still creating the filter through which you see yourself and your life. And that filter is what creates the story that you keep believing as the truth, okay? So how do we correctly use our mind to create our life? Well, learning how to let go of your attachment to your inner critic's beliefs, to your inner critic's story, and all that your inner critic says that you need in order to find your value, your happiness, your joy, your fulfillment, your peace. That is when you will be able to tap into a different experience of yourself and your life. See, here's the bottom line. We need to stop needing to be special, loved, valued, important, okay? We actually need to be at peace with just being who we are. Now, my 3 inner critic types are the inadequate inner critic, the perfectionist inner critic, and the restless inner critic. So that's the perfect combination to keep me feeling like whatever I've created in my life, in my business, it's still not good enough. Okay. And then any goal that I reach for, any project that I take on, if I'm in my automatic mind, I'm designing my life through that filter that I'm not yet enough and it's not yet enough. And so no matter what I create in my life, guess what? It's not enough and I'm not enough. So to live a life now of joy and peace and fulfillment and connection, you've got to have a vision for what you're going for. Now, that could be a personal vision. That could be a relationship vision. That could be a professional vision. That could be a goal-oriented vision. But you have to become super clear about what it is that you want. And then you consciously need to keep your eye on that vision and ask yourself, how would I be acting? How would I be thinking about myself? What would I be saying yes to? What would I be saying no to if that vision were already right here, right now? What am I putting up with or tolerating that's not in line with that vision for who I am and for that life that I'm designing? What beliefs am I putting up with or tolerating? What thoughts am I putting up with or tolerating? What decisions am I still making that are the opposite of being that person and living that life? Okay. And when we have this vision, we need to make sure that that vision is not in order to prove to the world that we're worthy or we're good enough. Okay. Because then anything that you do will be governed by that inner critic mind. And when life doesn't match your inner critic's expectations, that's where you'll lose yourself. You'll go back to the same automatic beliefs that create the same automatic emotions, that create the same automatic actions that give you the life that you're living. So what we're talking about is rewiring a different mind from the inside, and then experiencing what does it feel like from the inside to actually become that version of myself. What does it feel like to physically and emotionally and spiritually and mentally embody that person, right? Can I actually keep my eye on my vision and keep noticing where my thoughts, my beliefs, my emotions, and my behaviors are not in line with that vision? Now, this is hard because our desire to belong, our desire to feel valued and important is really basic, okay? It's actually basic to being human. So this is why really understanding how your mind works is so important, because very often when we're really going for the life that we want, we need to be going against our hardwired biology. Okay. So here's some questions to ask yourself, right? What are you doing now to actually create what you envision for yourself? What are the actions that will move you into that vision of your life? And if you knew that the very next action that you took would give you what you want, what action would you be taking? Now, it's really important to understand, is your vision from your inner critic mind, or is it truly what you want, right? What will you have more of if you make this vision a reality? Will it be more things from the external world, more validation, more importance, more mattering? Or will you be getting something that is more of an intrinsic reward, right? So your inner critic beliefs lead to inner critic decisions. Now, the life that you want is really right here available to you. And it only takes one thing. It is learning to align your thoughts, your beliefs, and your actions with that life that you're designing. You are literally step by step by step guiding yourself into a better life, into a life that you love. Okay. So as you are continuing to learn how to master your mind to create your life, your vision is crucial. You have to have a vision that wakes you up in the morning, that inspires you, that calls you forth in your life, right? That you can literally read every day when you wake up in the morning, okay? Because it is your vision that will inspire different thoughts. It is your vision that will inspire different emotions. And it is your vision that will inspire different actions. Now, as I said before, your vision could be something professionally, personally, something in your relationship or your family, a combination of all of the above. I have a really big vision. I have a vision to make a huge impact in the world, to create an international community where women are coming together who are committed to triumphing over life's challenges, and to support each other in connection and inspiration, so that we're all understanding how to manifest a life that is beyond our wildest dreams. Okay, that is a vision that inspires me every day, that wakes me up every day into what I'm designing and who I'm being in my life. Okay, so I'm very, very particular to pay attention to my thoughts, my beliefs, my emotions, and my actions, right? So what I'm committed to is that you learn how to clear away everything that's standing in your way, so that you are able to access a whole new level of confidence and energy and vitality and joy, and align yourself with your life's purpose. And there are many people out there that have a big life purpose, but they are overwhelmed and stressed and unfulfilled as they are reaching for their life's purpose, because it is really their inner critic mind that is guiding them day in and day out. Now, your vision doesn't even need to be concrete. You might not even know exactly what your vision is. What I'm inviting you to do is to just keep envisioning how you want to feel in your life, how you want to feel in your relationship. Commit to one action per day that is in alignment with how you want to feel. It could be something small, like every day you're going to say, I love you to your partner. See, I want for all of you to break away from that automatic mind that keeps giving you your shoulds and your supposed tos that have been given to us by our culture. I want you to be understanding how to design a life that makes you feel alive and invigorated and fulfilled right now, instead of waiting until your perfect ideal life is achieved, because that's never going to happen. I'm sorry to say, but if you are somebody that is waiting until your circumstances are perfectly aligned for you to finally feel the way that you want to feel, that is not going to happen. When you understand how to use your mind right now to give you your joy, your fulfillment, your aliveness, your connection, your love, your vitality, you're living a very different life than most other people. And that has you acting in a very different way. So the key is to stop living your life like it's a rat race that you're supposed to win. You have to enjoy each leg of the journey. And you've got to learn, as you are enjoying the journey, to keep your heart open, to just keep moving forward, no matter what the circumstances are, because every single circumstance gives you an opportunity to learn something about yourself. Every challenge you face is preparing you for something amazing that hasn't happened yet, right? And many times when people are faced with something that is challenging, their inner critic takes them down a rabbit hole, and you feel overwhelmed and uninspired and stressed. And you might even want to give up on your vision. But these are the very moments that are giving you the life lesson that is crucial, the skill, the experience, the insight that you need to create your life. It's in the challenges where you're going to learn the most about yourself and your automatic mind. So if you haven't taken the inner critic assessment yet, you can go to innercriticassessment.com and take the assessment to find out which of the 5 inner critics are most governing your mind, how those inner critics first got in there in the first place, how they are continuing to impact your life, how they are impacting the lives of the people around you, and even the common thoughts that you might be having throughout your day. Many people have printed out the results already, and even just reading those results every day opens your eyes throughout your day to where that inner critic has taken over your mind. So it's a really powerful resource. Go to innercriticassessment.com. Thanks for watching, everybody. And thanks for listening, everybody.